Hey, this is Nathan Drake from Uncharted. You're listening to Raw Dogs. Sic Parvis Magna. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Wah Dogs.
Wah!
I was really happy with that.
You were practicing that all weekend, weren't you?
My name is Waradley. I have a more squiggly beard, and I'm a little more plump, and I have more of an attitude.
I'm Wadillin, and I'm Wadillin. Waddling. That's not bad. Like waddling. That's. I love garlic just as much as Wario, guaranteed. My farts can also empty a room. I would also describe myself as mildly plump, with a penchant to lean more anti-hero.
There you go. I'm Watoy. I have a hat at home that has little bird wings, and I like to fly around my neighborhood and scare little children.
Yeah, so I like that.
Our names don't convert as well as Wario, but I guess Waluigi, so I'd be Wabrad, but whatever.
Did you know in 6 golden coins they're not wings, they're bunny ears?
Yeah, but bunnies can't fly though. Maybe in that universe
They can jump.
Yeah, and just float.
Special thanks to David Wise for composing the new theme song for Raw Dogs. It is a more 16-bit version of the Dogcast theme song, and we love it, and we appreciate Dave Wise. And so today's episode, it's a different kind of Raw Dogs. It's Wario, a history, and it can be a lore bukkake. It can be
you're giving me the choice.
It can be like a fuck around fest. I have almost 16 pages of outline here, and it's good stuff.
Well, I agree. I don't know why you do it.
This is mostly just I went to the
dedicated to his
Wikipedia.
craft.
I just organized the Wikipedia into
Really?
ways that are easy to read through. Some of it we should definitely talk about, but I found some wild shit. He hung out with Demons and Chucky from Child's Play.
Yeah.
German Nintendo Power goes hard.
Okay.
There's a whole Christmas Carol with Wario.
Oh boy, he plays Ebb.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he realizes that maybe greed isn't the right thing. And I think
That can't be right.
it's got like Mega Man and Kirby. It's not just like Mario characters. It's great. Wario is
Jacob Marley.
Marley and Marley. Here we go. We're drinking a beer. I found one more from Torch and Crown Brewing from our previous Dogcast.
Oh, that's a real smell.
That's a juicy boy.
This is Almost Famous. It's an IPA.
It smells lovely.
Hazy IPA with peach and grapefruit notes. 6.6% volume. I think Wario would like that.
That's really nice.
The peach really takes down the grapefruit a little bit because grapefruit sometimes can be pretty tart.
Yeah.
So the peach takes it down a notch, which I can appreciate.
It's a large bouquet. It actually smells like really. If there were a candle with this scent, I'd buy it.
Yeah. I think it's quite nice.
Yeah.
And I also like the Surly Grapefruit Supreme that we're drinking as well.
Which I will continue to drink because I actually really enjoy it.
Is Wario your favorite Nintendo character, Dylan?
Yes.
More than Kirby? More than anyone?
Yeah. It's really hard to. Well, no, it's not hard to say. Wario is like. When I was younger, I never wanted to play as like the villain character or anything like that. Especially just a fat, gross guy.
But he has a lot of self-love, though, too.
Oh, yeah, he does. And the more you... like,
he's got a good self-image.
The more you understand Wario as, like, a concept, he just gets funnier and funnier.
When he starts like dressing like a biker, I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah. He hosts a mini game. Like that's so cool. And like they give him a lot of weird stuff to do. It lets Nintendo kind of go balls to the wall, and sometimes that's where they have their most interesting concepts.
Now, Wario, never been a big fan.
Really?
Back in the day. I am now. But like when Mario Kart 64 was probably the first time I saw Wario and like the Game Boy games, but I didn't really ever play Super Mario Lands past 1.
Sure.
I know it's upsetting to you that I haven't played any proper Wario games other than WarioWare, which is its own thing, but I want to play Wario Land and I want to play the GameCube Wario World.
Wario Land 1 is, I would describe, kind of a technical marvel of the time. It actually, they realized that they couldn't make things as fast as like a Mario game. So they gave you other shit to do. And evolving off of that, he was the perfect guy to go with for that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a Waluigi guy besides that, but his Waluigi history would be a 5-minute episode.
Yeah, it would. It's like we just needed a Luigi.
Imagine Wario, but not interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Nintendo just forgot he even existed.
Let Waluigi. The year of Waluigi is what I want.
Yeah, that's
Waluigi's Mansion. I don't know what it would be.
It would just be. It would probably be. It's just he gets really rich and he doesn't know what to do with money.
Yeah,
and so he's just afraid of touching everything because he's afraid he'll break it.
What's your experience with Wario, Stoy? What toy?
I was just telling him that I recently actually played through in its entirety Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy, which is the best Mario game on the Game Boy, hands down, because it's hugely different from the first one to the second one. But I also have experience with the Virtual Boy Wario. That's Wario Land.
It's supposed to be a really good game.
It is a really good game. 2 dimensions. Mm-hmm. You're jumping into the background, into the foreground. The level design itself isn't necessarily the greatest because of the limitations the hardware had. So like, it's not like it's got like these like really nice sprawling backgrounds or anything like that. It's mostly kind of dungeon based, but you have this helmet that's, you can smash rocks, you can smash enemies.
Yeah.
You can go back and forth, which is really cool. So like if you forget certain things in the level, you can actually go back. Still the Virtual Boy is of itself like, you can only take so much of it in there.
It's,
yeah.
Once you kind of go back into, did you guys play it you guys were at the kind of the Extra Life I had a couple years ago.
Yes, I played, you're talking about the Virtual Boy.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy. Yeah.
I've also played it at MGC.
Okay.
And I've played like tennis, but...
Tennis is kind of, I would say tennis and Wario.
It's effective.
Yeah, it's definitely probably the 2 better games to play on it, but...
It might as well be the port of that SNES tennis game. What's it called? It's got some long Japanese name. That's all.
It's not just Super Tennis.
Shin Megami Tennis.
I think it was called Super
Shin Megami
Okay,
Tennis.
yeah.
Shin Megami Tennis.
That's the only tennis game.
That's
Dude,
perfect.
You would play the fuck out of Shin Megami Tennis.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine? You have different spirits with different power ups and stuff.
Well, I did the Fire Emblem crossover. What's it called? That was on the Wii U.
I remember Tekken Tag Tournament had the sickest bowling game ever. Mm-hmm. And we didn't even play the fighting stuff. We just played bowling. And the characters had like wildly different abilities. Super cool.
I just remember Mortal Kart. But yeah, Mortal Kombat Armageddon or something like that. That had a kart racing game.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it actually was.
The idea to introduce Wario as a new character originated during the development of Super Mario Land 2. Mm-hmm. The staff aimed for a change of pace and to not be bound by the ideas from previous games. They wanted Mario to have a new objective. So rather than him trying to save Peach or Daisy, while Mario was gone fighting that alien or whatever, Wario stole Mario's castle. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. And so Mario came back home, and it's like kind of the end of Lord of the Rings where Hobbiton has been taken over. Yeah. It's Wario.
The shit that they only show half, like a minuscule segment of.
The father of Wario, Hiroji Kiyotake, director and graphic designer for Mario Land 2, Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, director for Virtual Boy Wario Land, designer for Wario Land 3 and 4, graphic designer for Wario Blast, and advisor for Wario World and Wario Master of Disguise. He is the father, and he has strong convictions and opinions on Wario.
Yes. And I'll say this, Wario Land 4 might be one of my favorite platformers of all time. It's just so
Is that
good.
like Super Pizza Tower-ish?
Yeah, it's a lot. Well, Pizza Tower is ripping off Wario Land 4
Okay.
to the T, which is good because it's a good game. But like,
Is Wario Land 4
it's a
Game Boy Advance or
Game Boy-
DS?
Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance. I want to play
I still
it.
have the card. I
add
can
that
let
to
you
my
borrow
list.
it.
Yeah.
Wario Land 4 is so interesting. And if you've played Pizza Tower, it's literally just Pizza Tower.
Before any character development, Wario's name was the first thing decided on. It was
Flip the M upside down.
no derived from the Japanese word warui, meaning bad. So bad Mario. And then, yes, of course, flipping the M upside down. The physical design and personality were based on the idea that a protagonist should have an arch rival and nemesis. The Wario and Mario relationship are based on the American comic book Popeye and Pluto.
Pluto, yeah.
Yep. Which is interesting. Physically well built, motivated by self-interest, interests, and more cunning than his counterpart, Popeye. The second Super Mario character inspired by Bluto, with Donkey Kong also being inspired by Bluto.
Yeah.
That dude just inspiring video game characters.
They're really obsessed with Popeye cartoons in Japan.
Especially Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Because that was one of his first games was a Popeye game.
He wanted to do Popeye. He couldn't. So he made something else.
There's something about a really old dude with a corncob pipe, or that face.
I'm not
Deliciously
sure he's
American.
old. I think he's just kind of grungy and fucked up.
Just lived a hard life. He's 20. Yeah.
With heart failure.
Pretty much. All he's eating is spinach. He's
Right,
going to
yeah.
get something.
Yeah. Then Wario Land happened. He took over Mario's castle, and Wario was introduced to the world. His nationality, some stuff from the outline here.
I assume he's also Italian.
In the Japanese version of Mario Kart 64, as well as all versions of Mario Party and Mario Party 2, Wario is voiced by German translator Thomas Spindler and speaks lines in German.
Oh, gosh.
The most notable of the two being So ein Mist, German for oh crap. Despite this aspect, since those games, Charles Martinet took over the role, and he has a thick Italian accent similar to Mario and Luigi. And they have abandoned the German thing, except for Mario Strikers Charged. His music has the style of Germanic folk songs.
That's cool.
Yeah.
In speech, Wario refers to himself using the honorific Orisama, which, do you know what that means, Dylan? You know a lot of those.
Does that mean like self-reverential?
Highly arrogant, self-confident.
Yeah. God, I'm nailing it.
Wow.
If you had to guess Wario's weight, what would you guess? One of you choose,
Well,
and then the other one go over.
So
under.
Mario, I have to push this back a little bit. So Mario is supposed to be a 25-year-old, 24-year-old.
I didn't know this.
I didn't
He
know
is.
that either.
Miyamoto came out and said it. He's supposed to be 24, so I'm assuming Wario is also around 24. They're both pretty short in stature, so they can't get too fat without it being like super pronounced. Although Wario is quite tubby. I'm going to say Wario is 260 pounds.
I'm going to say under.
Wario, according to the Wario World instruction booklet, weighs 308 pounds.
308. Oh my God. He carries that really well.
Wario,
he
though,
must be really muscular.
Wario, though, claims it's just because of all the clothes he wears.
Or it could just be the
So
Or are they
muscle
like-
that he has.
Are they like training overalls like in Dragon Ball Z?
He does have broad, muscular arms and a large belly.
That's it. Muscle weighs more than fat. So
True.
He's very muscular. He's actually taller than you think, too.
How tall is he?
I couldn't get the height, but he's depicted as being quite a bit taller.
He's taller than Mario.
Oh yeah, he's 10 times the size of Mario.
I always see Mario as like a 5'5".
He's quite athletic. He has superhuman strength that exceeds both Mario and almost all rivals, including Bowser and Donkey Kong. He's stronger than them.
Oh shit!
Wow.
His trademark move is the dash attack. He's shown to have a wide variety of grappling moves. He can cause tremors with an earthquake punch. He loves explosives. And he can eat inanimate objects. That's a big deal.
What a menace.
Well, the inanimate
got
objects is
pica.
how he can power up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Such as cakes, donuts, and apples for Fat Wario, or stale garlic for Wario Man.
Stale garlic.
This guy is a man after my own heart. That's all I know. Like,
He also has the power of flatulence
yes, he does.
to stun or injure his opponents.
I think I could do it.
What occupations has Wario had that you can think of?
Tennis professional. He's been a miner.
Yep.
100% minor, yeah.
Treasure hunter.
Yep.
He has been a pirate for a little while
I don't have pirate, but I think you're probably right.
because of syrup.
Captain Syrup.
Yeah.
Sexy lady.
He's also been like
I know.
he also has been like a lord of a manor type of thing.
He does come from royalty, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know this.
Oh.
We don't know this.
Wario Land.
We don't
2,
know about his parents.
in Wario
His
Land
what dad
2,
and what mom.
Well, he does have a castle. Does that not make him a lord of some sort?
But he's also a miser. He's a little greedy, and
It's true.
he doesn't share or let people touch his stuff.
He's been a biker. I don't know if that's a profession.
Some other ones I have.
Sure.
He owns a video game company,
Yeah, that's true.
hypnotist,
WarioWare Inc., right?
Yeah.
Okay.
farmer, and shopkeeper.
Okay.
Some personal relationships for Wario.
Man is well cultured.
Mario is his greatest rival. This stems back to childhood, according to various comics and the Super Mario Kun manga, where their rivalry is a major theme. According to Mario in the instruction booklet for Mario Land 2, Wario has been jealous of him because of his fame since they were children. While Wario will team up with Mario, it's mostly hostile and full of malice. This is due to Wario being bullied by Mario in their youth.
Whoa.
Wario hated playing cowboys with Mario because he was always the rustler who was captured by Sheriff Mario and locked away.
Mario's a bully.
Mario sucks, man.
Yeah, Mario. What the hell, man?
I'm just saying, he's like one of those guys where you're like, oh, this seems like a nice person. Then you meet him in person and you're like, something's off about you.
You're a little full of yourself, Mario.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, there's a little bit of a...
Imagine little Wario just going to school and Mario's like, go to prison.
Well, canonically now, there's like a Yoshi game for the DS where they're babies again.
He knows his stuff.
And Wario is one of the babies.
There's only been 2 appearances of baby Wario.
Yes.
Well,
I
that's
know
the
my
first.
stuff. I know it pretty well.
Luigi, the official website for Wario Land 4, reveals that Wario enjoys tying Luigi's shoelaces together. And that's the only thing we know about their relationship.
Mario's an asshole. Jesus.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's a friend thing.
Yeah, maybe, I guess.
The Toads and Toad himself, they fought directly in Wario's woods. And the Toads also have bad chemistry in Mario Superstar Baseball. They show fear towards him, although they must admit when he starts collecting Power Stars, they think he's pretty cool.
By their own admission.
Yeah.
Wario?
That's a Fox News headline.
Yeah.
I heard that they actually really liked him.
Friend of a friend told me that.
Yeah. Fox News for sure. Wario and Waluigi are not related.
No.
They're shown teamed up just because of their names and obviously their designs. Certain Nintendo of Europe sources, such as Wario's Warehouse or the Mario Kart DS website, suggest that they are siblings, but the DS version of Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games contradicts this idea, where they are not related under a news brief. This just in. Waluigi's trophies in Melee and Brawl indicate that their relationship is intended to be unclear. Wario merely calls Waluigi his sneaky pal. When the two were briefly in opposition in Mario Super Sluggers, and Charles Martinet says they're just 2 evil guys who found each other, which I like that.
I like to think of them as in a gay relationship. I'm kind of into that idea.
And Waluigi's like more into it, but neither of them can admit it.
Yeah, and Waluigi's definitely the bottom.
Well, yeah. Poor Waluigi.
No, I think he likes it that
Oh,
way.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, in a 2008 interview with Nintendo Dream, Shugo Takahashi stated they're not even friends or brothers or blood related. They're just
Friends of convenience.
they're just hetero life mates, I think.
Okay.
Dylan, what do you know about Captain Syrup? Because I don't have much on her.
Captain Syrup is one of Wario's rivals. She flies in an airship, and she constantly thwarts Wario's thievery to take for herself. But sometimes she teams up with him.
She's like his antagonist.
Yeah, she's the actual threat for Wario's true goals, which is just money and food.
I can see him being confused by her because she like calls him handsome sometimes, and I don't know if Wario knows how to perceive someone being like friendly to him.
No,
Well, because he's been bullied his whole life.
Yeah, he probably just thinks she wants his money or something.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, he's
Because
kind
she
of
steals his money a lot.
He's kind of a lone wolf. I can see why him and Waluigi don't get along.
Yeah.
They're the only people that can stand being around the other, and they even
Exactly.
hate each other though. Still,
Yeah, it's like the odd couple.
Bowser, Wario is on bad terms with Bowser. They mercilessly taunt each other in baseball games. They possibly share some rival while golfing. While teamed up in Mario Power Tennis, this is the exception with them. They're friendly with each other there. Peach.
What a powerful team in tennis. Jeez.
Yeah. Not the most agile, but
No, for sure.
in Mario versus Wario, the Birthday Bash, Wario is depicted as having a crush on Princess Peach. And he tries to one-up Mario by buying her a Samus doll she wanted for her birthday before Mario could.
Oh wow,
And of course, Mario has to
Classic
one-up him.
Mario.
it's one up him. Perfect.
I didn't even mean that one.
Oh shit.
I'm only funny when I don't try to be.
Look,
Yeah.
there you go. You just don't try. That's how it works for me. No, I mean, these are from like the comics, right? That they had in these things.
This is from the Nintendo Wikipedia. So this is from people with too much time that have read every comic and every German Nintendo Power.
I mean, that's
Clearly not vetted by Nintendo.
no.
Maybe not.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I'll consider that canon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wario talks to demons is canon in my mind.
Oh yeah, he talks to Baphomet himself.
That image goes hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. They're like having a powwow, and all the other demons are looking on. It's great.
Mona
Yeah.
Mona fills in the role of Wario's love interest with various WarioWare games and supplementary material revealing that she harbors romantic feelings for her friend and employer, who occasionally is hinted to return the interest.
Interesting. So Mona is the kind of motorcycle girl, like scooter girl, who has like long, like red hair, and she has all the mini games that are like the starter mini games to get you used to the idea. So I'm kind of intrigued by that one.
Yeah.
I sensed no romantic tension in any of the WarioWare games I've ever played. So okay.
It's subtle, you know.
Sure, it's a real craft.
Yeah, I guess.
She reveals to Joe that she likes Wario's mustache.
Yeah.
Mona's only concern for Wario is that he might be too cheap to pay his fair share.
That's how you get rich.
Yeah.
Be extremely cheap.
Wario is also an acquaintance of Donkey Kong. They are shown doing poses together in Mario Party. In Mario Baseball, though, Donkey Kong attempts to give Wario a fist bump, and Wario pounds him into the ground.
Nice, dude. That's
so cool.
That's called being into the sport.
Yep.
All right. Story, I'm going to let you take over for greed.
Okay. So as we know, Wario is extremely greedy and will do anything to get money. We see that with the only way you could get into his castle in Super Mario Land 2 is to, find the 6 golden coins in the world. So we also said he is a miser and he never lets anyone touch his treasure.
Very Scrooge McDuck.
Yep, for sure.
It always gets fucking stolen though.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Not my coins. He's also shown to be childish at times, which is best demonstrated in the ending of Super Mario Land 2, where he proceeds to cry like a baby after being reduced in size, only to punt his shoe at Mario before sticking his tongue out in a taunting manner while taking his leave. So,
I mean, you know what? He's a very simple character.
oh yeah, for sure.
When you break him down, but that's actually like what's interesting about him. Mario is like fucking Mickey Mouse. He's fucking everywhere. He doesn't really have a personality because they're too afraid to give him one.
Nope. Mm-hmm. Yep. But then Donald Duck is everyone's true favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I would go as far as to say that Wario is kind of more of the goofy. Maybe not in like,
But Goofy
in terms of popularity.
But Goofy is dopey. Wario has edges.
It's true.
Goofy would never wear fingerless gloves like Wario does, or fart on a motorcycle.
I know Goofy would fart on a motorcycle.
Yeah, but he would do it
like
unintentionally.
mentally-
And then
yeah.
Max would be like, "Dad, come on, man.
Oh, come on, Dad. I gotta make it to the power line
That's
show.
that's my girlfriend, dude. Don't fart in front of her."
Hey, leave him alone. He's a single
Gosh.
father.
Gosh, I just can't help it. I ate something bad. It's the
Woo!
Oh, remember when he died in Kingdom Hearts? That was great.
I wish he actually died.
That's so
Dude,
funny.
if they actually had a Goofy funeral in Kingdom Hearts 2, 2 or 3, I would have been like, I'm in now.
It would be 2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be weird.
It happens in 2. And he dies in such a hilarious way.
He gets hit by like a fucking meteor.
I know.
By like Zemnabro or something.
Yeah.
Wario's acts of heroism, surprise, surprise, are usually driven by greed, such as defeating the Black Jewel and Shake King to recover his own valuables and obtain a new one, respectively, and rescuing Spritlings so they can rebuild his castle and get treasure for him. Mm-hmm. So these are the times where we see him working with Mario and Luigi just to get him some.
It sometimes looks like he's helping people. He's always only doing it to help himself. Mm-hmm. He's never like, I actually like you. Mm-hmm. No.
You and me, we're gonna be best friends.
I haven't played the new WarioWare, but all the other WarioWares, he's kind of a fair boss.
Yeah. If he gets good work, he's happy to pay.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's all about the profits, though.
Yeah.
So he considers himself very good looking, despite most others describing his face as ugly or downright frightening. It's that mustache, I think.
It's way too much gel in that mustache, dude.
Oh, 100%. Way too jagged
That's a
edges.
River West mustache.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's considered scary
What
to
are you
most of the
hiding?
toads. Everything scares the toads, for crying out loud. Those, but obviously not as scary as Bowser and even King Boo, as revealed in Super Mario 64 DS. You can actually play as Wario in Super Mario 64 DS, which is kind of cool.
He's got a poor jump distance.
Yeah.
But that ass.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it
Those
wiggles.
short little legs. Wario's constructed various monuments in his likeliness, many of which illustrate his wealth. His palace in Wario World was filled with golden statues of himself before its destruction, which reappear in the game's best ending. Mm-hmm. There was many endings in this game. Did you play?
There's like 2.
Okay.
There's a good and a bad one.
Okay.
You defeat a genie at the end of it, and you either go back. If you don't collect the treasure along the way in each level, if you don't reach a certain amount, you won't get the good ending.
And that's kind of a lot of his games, right?
Yeah.
Like,
The whole point is to keep replaying levels so that you get really good at it.
I wonder if he did that first, or Gomez Adams and the Adams Family, where if you don't collect enough, all of the gold, you don't get the good ending.
I've never played the Adams Family game.
Those games are good.
Really?
The Nintendo one is great. The Super Nintendo one's
Isn't
good
that
too.
the Puglies?
No. If you're not playing as Gomez, I would skip it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His vanity is perhaps most apparent in the WarioWare titles, where nearly every micro game he makes reference to him some way. If he does not fully or partially appear in the micro game himself, then at the very least his nose and mustache will be placed upon a creature or object.
Yeah.
So the player might need to clear or fail certain games to see this.
Yeah.
In WarioWare Gold's Wario Amiibo sketch mode, when Wario is given an amiibo of himself as reference, he will draw a handsome, muscular version of himself in a detailed style resembling that of shoujo manga. This is body dysmorphia in a nutshell.
Oh, definitely. And when you think of shoujo manga, you think of like glitter like falling off in like background effects, and you think of like cool eyes with like just masculine features. But kind of in a waifish kind of way.
Someone's idea of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem is I'm way too honest about when I draw myself.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
You lean into the negatives instead of the positives.
Oh yeah,
I'm
but,
such a
you
piece
know,
of shit.
sometimes I just try to capture what's there.
Yeah, exactly. Capture what's on the inside, right?
Yeah, maybe.
But when given a different amiibo in the game, he will draw a comically sloppy picture of any other character, implying that he can draw exceptionally well, but only bothers to do so in order to boost his own ego.
I do like that.
Yeah.
It's very Donald Trump.
He can also be very simple-minded, He's been portrayed as simple-minded, with his bio from Super Mario 64 DS mentioning he lacks intelligence.
I don't think that's true.
I don't. Yeah,
I think he's cunning.
Yeah, that makes him cunning.
Well, maybe he wants people to think he's simple-minded.
Yeah, exactly.
That rule's even harder.
Yeah.
So they can attempt to take advantage of him.
True.
His diagram in the instruction booklet for the Wario World states that he has relatively few brain wrinkles, meaning he has a reduced number of neurons and less processing power than normal. So he's a smooth brain.
I love Wikipedia.
But also
implying he has fewer neural connections.
It's just weird to think of like the anatomy of these characters. It's like, what?
Wario's digestive system is robust, though.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
It's been through a lot. He can eat inanimate objects, and he knows how to process it.
That guy definitely had to get his gallbladder taken out at some point.
So his intestines have teeth, is what you're saying.
Sure.
I have good health care. Horrible Wario impression.
In Wario World, you know what? Everyone gets free health care, which means none.
All equal.
Yeah.
Yep.
In Wario Master of Disguise, he invents the Telmet on his own, and he has a disguise called Genius Wario.
I don't even know what this is.
I don't know what that is either.
That's fucking weird.
Wario Warehouse implies that he is smarter than Waluigi.
Okay.
That doesn't seem.
That's Jeff
No,
Foxworthy. Are you smarter than a Waluigi?
Yeah. That's a very low-hanging fruit there.
If your mustache crinkles at several points, you might be smarter than Waluigi.
7. It was the alphabet, Waluigi. 8.
Wario's official bios in various games he appears in have established that his favorite food is garlic.
Yeah.
Just straight up garlic, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
Dylan's like, yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Have you ever roasted garlic and then spread that on bread? Oh my God.
Smells great.
But I mean, this implies
Roasting garlic?
this
All about
implies that,
make it, like,
he just
gooey.
eats garlic itself.
Garlic itself is actually very healthy for you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
According to Colonel Roy Campbell in Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah.
This is canon. I'm counting this as canon.
It is
No,
canon.
it is.
canon.
Yeah.
It is canon.
Wario constantly eats whole cloves of garlic. See, that's how I imagine he's eating garlic, which gives him smelly breath that spreads onto fighters caught in his chomp attack. Mm-hmm. I can imagine that's that.
He's like a rabid dog.
Yeah.
You know, don't catch the garlic.
Snake, watch out for his chomp attack.
Better get your garlic vaccine.
I got more rabies.
This reminds me of the Blade movie with the garlic mace stick.
You see this blade? This is my garlic.
That's why Blade needs to be in Smash Brothers. However,
Wario should fight vampires.
Oh my God, that's gold.
please.
A Wario Castlevania crossover, the game we didn't know we needed.
Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Wario-vania?
dude.
Wavania.
Yes.
Wavania.
Wavania.
Wetroidvania.
Wyman Belmont. However, Hiroji Kiyotaki.
No, it would be Siwan.
Wellmont?
It would be Siwan because then you could you reverse
The M. Yeah.
C1.
Belmont.
C1 Belmont.
C1 Belmont, yeah. Interestingly enough, Hiroji Kiyotaki originally envisioned Wario's favorite food as crepes instead.
Crepes.
That seems
That's
weird.
a random.
That's a choice.
thing.
I mean, Mario likes cake, but not a lot of people dislike cake.
It could be garlic crepes.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be all right.
Yeah.
No. I mean,
You
I like
can have
garlic,
you
but
can have savory crepes.
yeah,
sweet garlic.
I love me some crepes. I love me some crepes, but garlic and crepes.
I just can't imagine Wario eating crepes.
Yeah.
Well, if you fill it with like a cream cheese garlic,
Nutella,
well, I
maybe
mean,
with a hint of
that's-
garlic.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
If you're looking for sweets.
Right.
Man, I just want to make something garlicky tonight. I think I will.
Yeah.
We're feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, his hygiene. He often picks his nose and forgets to clean his teeth, as we know in some of the Wario games.
Sometimes
some of
I
the
do too.
Wario
This
mini
happens.
games.
I should floss more often.
I
Which
pick
can
my nose a lot while I'm at work.
which can cause him problems due to his addiction to sweets. So he's got cavities. Bro's got cavities.
So do I.
Yeah. In WarioWare Get It Together, he is not receptive to the toothbrush Prezi. He's receptive to the toilet paper, super fancy toilet, and golden toilet Prezis.
Well, I don't know what any of that means, but it's in there.
I'm like, help,
That's
please.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wario has also been shown.
I won't brush my teeth, but I can certainly wipe my ass.
Of course I wipe my ass.
I'm not a savage.
and I poop on the super fancy toilet.
Wabiday.
Yeah, this is enlightening. Wario has been shown mainly in Japanese media to enjoy jokes of a nasty and bizarre nature. As an example being discussing the color and size of his waist on the Japanese website for Wario Land 4.
That's so good.
Yeah.
The color and size of his waist. What do you mean?
It's so big and smelly.
My doo-doo is big.
Wonderful.
It's purple for some reason.
Smells like garlic.
Poor circulation.
What a tiny poop.
Like tiny little hit the blood because of the hemorrhoids. His fondness for crude humor was generally removed during the game's localization because Nintendo. Although it later became prominent in Wario Master of Disguise, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and Mario Strikers Charged. It seems like I have to talk about the farts and butts section. In Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Wario's down special is Wario Waft, which has him hold his flatulence in to unleash a methane-esque explosion.
My biggest thing here is that, first of all, that rules. Second of all, how is this man not sharding himself all the time?
Yeah,
He's
right?
got really great.
He's muscular, dude. His sphincter muscles, tight.
I'll say.
It's like a bullet coming out of there.
I mean,
he can aim it.
When you think about it, it's one of the strongest muscles in your body.
And Wario works his out.
You say that a lot, Stoy.
I mean, that's why we're not all walking around here shitting ourselves all the time.
His name is Watoy.
What toy?
I know some stuff about sphincters, I guess. Anyway, Wario also scratches his butt in one of his idle poses, in addition to wiggling it toward the screen in one of his taunts, alluding to his fondness for crude humor and butts, I guess.
Oh my god!
I love Nintendo's Wikipedia page, man.
Yeah, right. Wario's back throw also involves him hitting the opponent with his posterior while posing. His super ability, Gas Mask, oh boy, has him flatulate loudly and daze the opposing team captain, as well as their teammates.
Jesus.
Wario's opponents negatively react to this and make humorous wheezing or choking noises while saying, "Oh, Wario," or "Excuse you."
Oh, what?
He responds saying lines like "juicy," "spicy," or "excellent vintage."
Excellent
vintage. He smells it. And
I'm
he's just
gonna
like,
say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that from now on. Oh.
Excellent vintage.
Every time you fart, just, excellent vintage.
I believe this is a 1990 fart.
Oh no.
To round this out, he likes exercise. He does not like heights, but he likes bungee jumping.
Oh, okay. Well, that contradicts.
I know.
I guess being up high and falling are two different things.
Yeah.
But isn't the fear of being up high about falling?
Yeah, because you're not afraid of being up
whatever.
high. You're afraid of falling.
I'm just telling you what I read on the Nintendo Wikipedia. They're citing sources here, guys.
Yeah.
I'll remember.
I'm
I'll remember
not
this for the
questioning.
rest of my life.
I'm not questioning, but he does not like flowers. He does not like sand. He dislikes math, despite liking to count his treasures.
I'll do algebra this one time.
I imagine he pays someone to count it for
So
him.
he's a lot like Anakin Skywalker. He doesn't like sand.
Yeah.
I hate sand.
In many ways.
It's coarse and rough.
Padme, why are you leaving me?
Don't you like my mustache?
Now this is pod racing.
Excellent vintage.
Now this is pod racing. Wah!
Now, Dylan, the timeline, we start at Baby Wario, but after that, it just goes chronological for games.
Okay.
You can read what you want.
Okay.
Dive in where you want.
Sure. Those are all that?
I'll give you up to that.
Now, do you going into this, I do have to say, do you think that some Mario games take place before others, even though they were created later?
I've never Googled this until the other day.
You did.
Is this like the Legend of Zelda timeline where the timeline splits in 3 at some point.
There is a logic to the Zelda timeline though, and they're splitting timelines for Zelda. I've done the timeline for that, and there is a way things kind of line up. It's never really addressed too hard. Mario, no, nope. There is not like a concrete timeline other than baby Marios, and baby Warios come before regular Marios.
Well, then do we have to then assume that it's based on character introduction? Maybe.
I would say it's just based on when they were released. Outside of the baby stuff, in my mind, it doesn't matter. This is a really rare instance where there's no contrivance for timeline.
No, and it shouldn't.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to really go in that direction, but I will start out with Baby Wario. I played this. It was Yoshi's Island DS. I played that game. It's a lot of fun. Baby Wario is playable in this, or you play as Yoshi with Baby Wario on the back.
Yep.
Attracts coins, movie metal boxes.
He can move metal boxes with his magnetism.
Oh, right, and raise platforms. So he's Magneto in this. I don't even remember that.
It probably just has magnets for the coins, but incidentally, he can also move other things.
When Baby Wario was originally kidnapped in Yoshi's Island DS, the Toadies found his crying to be annoying, so they left him alone.
They ditched a baby, dude.
Toads are terrible.
We were looking to adopt brothers, and this is an only child, and we don't want that. It seems like trouble. Speaking as an only child. Yoshi finds Baby Wario after being washed away by a large wave and separated from the stork and the other babies. Baby Wario assisted Yoshi.
Dude, are you crying right now?
This is a sad story. No
This is also how Dylan was found.
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
My mom,
Abandoned
hell
by
of
the
a lady,
Toadies.
hell of a lady to take care of me. Fed me a lot of garlic. This is actually a true story. When I was little, I was like a baby. I was obsessed with squash, like baked squash. And at a certain point, my skin started to turn orange.
Interesting.
Sure that wasn't jaundice?
They took me to the doctor, and they're like, "Does this kid like squash and like pumpkin and stuff like that?" And my mom's like, "Yeah, he eats it all the time." She's like, the melanin affects your
pumpkin.
skin.
I didn't know that
Apparently
about squash. Wow.
Carrots can do that to you as well.
Yeah.
I eat a ton of carrots just because I try to eat healthy every once in a while.
Yeah.
And sometimes I notice there's a different hue to my skin.
Oh, dear.
Fuck. All right.
Well, good
Back
thing your
to
liver's
this.
intact.
Baby Wario assisted Yoshi throughout the rest of World 3, but leaves him after World 3-8, joining up with a group of bandits in hope of even more riches. That's
Even Baby
funny.
Wario is like
Hard.
all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
The Wa Benjamins.
I don't know if there's a more annoying noise
Benjawins.
than Mario's cry in Yoshi's Island.
There should be a setting where you could turn it off.
I don't recall Yoshi's in this.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, there should be a setting to turn that shit off.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I
Also
didn't
on
care.
airplanes.
Oh, yeah, to turn children off.
Yep.
Yeah, take out the batteries, press the reset button.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, they'll not remember anything. But
We're just a
whatever.
good old club to the head.
All right, then we have Super Mario Land 2, supposedly second in the canon.
Well, whatever.
That's fine.
This is just like order of release now.
Yeah, Wario steals Mario's castle while he was fighting the alien Tatanga in Mario Land. Tatanga, I don't think about Tatanga a lot.
It would be a fun episode to do the other villains of Mario games.
So like Wart.
Anything but Bowser.
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Though we're covering a lot of it here with Wario.
Culex.
Culex.
The sword from Mario RPG.
What are the rabbits? The Bastardly Bunch in Odyssey.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Those rabbits freak me out, man.
I don't like them.
Mario and Wario. Oh, what? For the NES, 1993. Guide Peach, Mario, and Yoshi to the goal as
NES?
the fairy Wanda. Wario drops an item on the character's head.
Also, there's a
So
Mario
they
game where you
can't see
play
where
as a
they are
fairy
going.
named Wanda. This is more of a puzzle game.
You play it with the mouse. You play it with the SNES mouse. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Wario's Woods. Pretty fun little puzzle game. I like Wario's Woods.
Yep.
That one, have you played a lot of it?
We had Wario's Woods, I want to say.
I feel like that was like when they were given out for like free at a certain point.
Well, that was the last first party Nintendo game for the Nintendo NES.
Oh, yeah, it is. The The Peaceful Woods were once friendly home for sprites and gentle creatures. Since the invasion of Wario and his band of monsters, though, this quiet community has turned upside down.
He had a band of monsters early on.
Yeah, now it is Wario's woods and peaceful creatures are not welcome. All right. Toad, the Mushroom Kingdom hero, has made his way to Wario's woods in order to quiet the sinister lout and win the woods back for the sprites. That's funny to make Toad the hero. I like it when it's Captain Toad.
Captain Toad's the shit.
Hell
Those
yeah.
games are probably
Brilliant.
one of my favorite Wii U games.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really used the tablet very well.
Yeah.
It's a little weird on the Switch.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to get used to.
Well, because that was made exclusively for a tablet. As it'd probably be good as a DS game too, or 3DS game. Probably.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Though they'll never make that.
There's a lot of opportunities for Toads that I feel like are not getting used.
Yeah.
There's like Alvin, Simon, and Theodore Toad in like Super Mario
The Chipmunks?
Galaxy. Well, there's like one that has glasses and he's blue.
Okay.
So I call him the Simon.
Oh, not
He was-
canonically.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
I call him Simon Toad.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
It's fine. They could use him more. They could actually make the Toads look a little different every once in a while. I mean, we've got Toadette.
And she's got like a little Smurfette energy too.
Yeah. She's got a ponytail.
Yeah, but she's brave and she's down to clown. Mm-hmm. I think. I
You
don't
could
know.
play as her in the Switch version of Captain Toad.
Yeah.
I know, because like the game ends, you beat Captain Toad, the game ends, and all of a sudden he gets captured, and now Captain Toadette has to.
It's like in Near Automata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
5 different endings.
Wow.
Yep.
Nintendo did it first.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yep.
Then we have Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3.
The fact that they still tried to use the Mario Land numbering for Wario Land when
Well-
it should just be Wario Land 2.
It kind of makes sense, though, because that's what they did with Yoshi's Island. It's Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. So I kind of get the convention.
But it's just confusing. Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land 2.
I mean,
Well, I mean, when
it'll
Cheer-
sell more copies when it says Super Mario in it.
Yes.
Well,
Because
when-
Yoshi was really popular at the time, with like the female crowd. So, a Yoshi-inspired game.
And after the movie came out, everyone was crazy about Yoshi's.
Yoshi
Yeah.
Fever had swept the nation.
Yes, everyone had little that robotic pet Yoshi that would like come and like do fake pee on your floor.
Did that exist?
Oh, that'd be cool though.
I was
That'd
going
be
to say,
fucking awesome.
this sounds like awesome.
You could take, and they came with a chain. You could like chain him and unchain him,
Oh, shit.
like a bow chomp.
like Princess does in the famous movie with Bob Hoskins.
We all remember it so well.
I don't need anything with a face. Classic Peach line.
Wario sets out to steal a golden statue of Princess Toadstool from the Brown Sugar Pirates and Captain Syrup,
The Brown Sugar Pirates and Captain Syrup.
Yeah.
which he then intends to ransom for the money to buy his own castle.
This might be your first love affair with pirates, Dylan.
Oh, boy.
Inadvertently.
Inadvertently, maybe. I love pirate stuff.
You love syrup, and you're like, I want to be one of them.
Ironically, I did not like Pirates of the Caribbean.
The first one's great.
It's good, but I didn't like it. I'm like, this isn't what pirates really do.
I love the action scenes.
Yeah, it was fun.
They were well choreographed action
Yeah.
scenes.
I actually don't hate the second one either.
No, Davy Jones is sick.
That's dope as fuck. Yeah.
Some of the best CGI to this day still.
All right. So the ending, Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3, introduces a new mechanic where the ending is determined by the amount of coins that Wario has collected in the game. The more coins and treasures he collects, the better his new home will be. So what's interesting about that then is that the canonically good ending happens because you wake up in a castle in Super Mario or Wario Land 2.
See, it's confusing you too.
I had a few drinks too, so it's not like helping my reading at all. Captain Syrup. She is the captain of the Black Sugar Gang and Wario's primary rival in thievery. Base of operations is Kitchen Island. It's very cool. They don't make shit like
We got
that
a female.
for
We got a female character. Where should her base be? Put her in the Kitchen Islands.
Wario. Yeah.
She could go take out the garbage.
In Wario Land, Shake It, she commands the sweet stuff.
Shake it.
I've played that. It's good.
Shake it is on.
The Wii.
That's
The Wii, yeah.
Yeah, but you do it on the side.
The SNL skit.
okay.
Yeah, but it's better if you hold the, if you hold the remote perpendicular to your body.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first female villain in the extended Super Mario franchise, coming before Cackletta, the Shadow Queen, and others. I don't even know who Cackletta is.
Might have been a Mario and Luigi enemy.
Thinks. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the one with the weird bobs that go up like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
green face.
I love one-off weird Mario villains. I'm into them.
Virtual Boy Wario Land, 1995. I, Wario, have an interesting story to tell. One day on my vacation in the Amazon River Basin, I landed my trusty seaplane, Bulldog, and decided to relax in the shadow of the beautiful Eldagara waterfall. While basking in the sun, I spied some strange creatures with masks entering the waterfall. Suddenly, the floor collapsed, and I fell. I found myself deep within the earth. I was quite angry and vowed revenge on these creatures. I will get their treasure.
I'd watch that Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
That's kind of cool.
My seaplane bulldog. Like,
But it's also one of those things where it's like, you're the one who fucking walked in there. Now it's like tripping in a Walmart and being like, I'm going to kill everyone here.
Fuck Walton. Yeah. No, but Wario, he needs his treasure, and I'm on his side here. They shouldn't have had a floor collapse on him.
Wario Land 2.
Well, he's an entrepreneur. You know, he needs big things.
Yeah.
He's trying
needs
to start
stuff.
a business.
As someone who likes stuff, I do really appreciate having my stuff.
And
But
you
you
need
like-
a
you
big
like it when-
place to put all that stuff in.
But you like it when people touch your stuff, too. You're like, oh, yeah, check it out.
Sometimes depends. Like my Gundam models, I don't really want people touching.
I'm going to touch them.
I'd let you. You'd be fine.
Yeah.
But you know,
Although I touch a Nendroid and just like my little Emil, he falls apart every time I touch him.
yeah, it's your horrifying monster hands.
I'm a monster.
Wow.
In Wario Land 2, which is for the Game Boy Color, the Black Sugar Gang steals Wario's treasures.
These assholes.
So he at this point he's already bought the castle, but now he needs the treasure to pay off the mortgage. So he's got to re-find all of his treasure.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fucking
A
cool.
castle without a treasure is not a home.
Nope. Not a home I'd want to be in.
It's just a castle.
Yeah.
He eventually wins over Captain Syrup, reclaims his treasure, and he returns home to resume his nap. Which is like, I'm not even a napping guy, but after stealing back a bunch of treasure, I think I would nap.
You know, I bet Indiana Jones has the best sleep in the world.
Yep.
He's always going so hard. That's why he can sleep in planes. Like, he'll sleep anywhere he can just because he has to.
And on a boat.
He's busy thinking about shit that should be in museums.
Yeah.
Damn it. It's the Cross of Coronado.
He's kind of like Wario.
They're not too different. They have different end goals, but a lot of the same adventures.
Yeah. But is Wario actually hunting for ancient artifacts?
He'll take
Sometimes.
whatever's
Well,
valuable.
Yeah,
Anything
I mean
with
it's
value.
valuable. Yeah, it's valuable. So you could.
Yeah, exactly.
Why haven't we had a Wario Jones?
Well, is Wario for the GameCube kind of...
Wario World.
Yeah, is Wario World kind of like an...
I would argue Shake It is more Indiana Jones than anything.
Okay.
Yeah. He actually does wear like an
Well,
archaeologist hat.
and then he leans more into Mutt Jones when he starts dressing like a biker than Indy Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got more of a Shia LaBeouf energy.
That's not good.
Well, at least the ego.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, when what was that?
Shia LaBeouf.
Don't let your
Shia LaBeouf.
don't let your dreams be dreams.
Spielberg is a hack.
Peanut Butter Falcon.
Okay.
Just do it.
I was in,
Weavin' Stevens.
I was in Transformers.
Wolves. Wagon Fox. Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay. Now we're getting a little further in here. Wario Land 3 came out in 2000 for the Game Boy Color. Wario stumbles upon a mysterious cave and discovers a music box that suddenly causes him to be magically sucked into the music box. I do remember this. This is my least favorite
Okay.
of the quadrilogy, if you will. It's a lot more puzzle solving than you'd expect, and it's often a little obtuse. It doesn't really hit for me the way that the other ones do, because there's light puzzle solving throughout all of them and kind of memorizing maps, because there's a lot of back and forth. But this one just didn't It didn't tickle my nipple. That's a new saying.
I would usually say tickle your taint, but nipple's a little bit better.
If you press hard enough, you can find the prostate.
We tickle the pickle.
Yeah.
I just want to feel something. Wow. After collecting all
I'm dead inside.
After collecting all the music boxes, Wario returns to the temple. Once there, the music boxes play a melody together. The song frees the sealed being, who turns out to be an evil clown-like demon. I do recall this.
He fights a lot of clowns. It's a weird thing that happens for Wario.
What do you think it is about the clown then? Is it just that they needed a goofier villain? Because he fights a genie in the first one.
I think clowns have been coded as villains since the 90s. Like, no one has liked clowns since before the 90s.
That's too bad.
Since that It miniseries, probably?
Stephen King did not help.
No, he certainly did not.
I think, what's the name of the guy who played the clown? Spice.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry killed clowns forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. No more friendly clowns. And Bozo, even Bozo was scary.
Yeah.
Wario Land 4, GOAT, 2001 for the GBA. Legendary gold pyramid was discovered deep within a jungle. Surprise, surprise. The game story
He is a treasure
properly
hunter.
begins one morning with Wario reading the newspaper in his house.
I love
He gets
this.
the paper.
I just love this.
He's a man of the
culture.
world.
Ah, the good coffee.
He reads an article about the golden pyramid with all of its treasures within and decides to go steal it for himself.
He is Indiana Jones then.
He then hops in his iconic purple car
Oh.
and heads towards the pyramid, almost running over a black cat on the road. Glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually a thing.
Yeah.
This is a trend?
No,
Black cat thing?
The black cat matters.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Why do you think I have a black cat? Wario heads inside the pyramid where he finds the same black cat that he almost ran over earlier. The cat leads Wario deeper into the pyramid and down a hole. Wario lands in a room near the center of the pyramid and proceeds to complete the challenges of its 5 passages.
Dude, he's such an adventurer. He's just going into pyramids and following cats and stuff.
Thus opening the way to the inner pyramid, where the evil ruler of the Golden Pyramid, the Golden Diva, resides. The black cat then jumps in front of Wario and attacks the Golden Diva in vain. The cat gets swallowed by the Diva, who proceeds to fight Wario and gradually uncover her many kabuki masks. It's riveting.
I'll say. Wow.
Seeing it
riveting.
Seeing it like written down is like a whole nother ball game. After the Golden Diva's defeat, the pyramid begins to crumble. Grabbing his treasure, and with the black cat in tow, Wario hurries to escape the pyramid. They both make it out and watch the pyramid crumble to the ground from a distance. The cat changes form into Princess Shokora, the ancient ruler of the Golden Pyramid who was cursed by the Golden Diva.
This sounds good as a 10-year-old
This sounds like
story.
the end of Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Honestly, with the Diva's defeat, the curse is broken, and the princess thanks Wario by kissing him on the cheek. She is taken away. She is taken away by angels to the afterlife,
And then he farts.
and Wario takes his treasure to his car and heads home.
Lonely Wario. That was his one chance at true love.
Oh my gosh,
There's more?
Holy shit, there's a lot.
If you want, I can take over. It's up to you.
You take over. I think we're on WarioWare Inc. Mega Mini Games.
Okay. We're done with greed. We're done with this.
I often don't read aloud from like reading.
Yeah.
Did I do all right?
No, you did. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
It's hard to sound bad when you're reading Mario lore.
Honestly, it's the material.
I always have trouble with like W's and like segueing a W word
This
with
is the
another.
fucking worst episode.
Yes,
of the
I know
world
this
for you.
really is.
What toy?
I have trouble with W's. You're fucked.
Yes.
2003 WarioWare incorporated Mega Micro games for the Game Boy Advance. This is the first of the WarioWare games.
Brilliant video game, takes you 30 minutes to beat.
Wario sees a report from Ken the Reporter on TV about a video game called Pioro that made tons of money. Wario thinks all of the cash he could make if he made a video game. So he becomes a video game developer.
Hell yeah.
And he decides to make them all mini games because he thinks having more games is going to sell more.
I'm going to sell 50 5-second games. He renovates his house to be the headquarters of WarioWare Incorporated.
Yeah.
After trying to make a game by himself, he grows lazy and says he can't do it. So he calls up his closest friends to help. So he has friends.
Good for him.
At the end of the game, WarioWare Inc.'s first game becomes a success. He ends up swindling his employees, though, refusing to pay them and taking all of the money for himself. However, Dr. Krygor, swimming in midair, bumps into the rocket, causing it, Wario, and Dr. Krygor and the banknotes to all fall into the sea with the rest of the employees.
God damn. Now, have you guys ever played this one?
Maybe. I played the WarioWare that's on the Switch, library.
That might be it, yeah.
It's great.
It's fun.
I love the WarioWare games I have played.
Sure. My favorite one is Wario where it's the one on the Wii. That one is the best one they've ever made. I still stand by it.
Smooth Moves.
Smooth Moves is really fucking good.
Yeah.
You can make people do really embarrassing shit holding that thing. And then second place for me is WarioWare Touched for the DS.
There's such a little niche spot for games where Wario gets to get away with things that other characters can't. He can do crass like fart jokes or like silly body humor that it's funny when he does it, but if Mario does it, it feels a little not right. Wario can fart and say excellent vintage, and kids love it. But if Mario did that, everyone would be like, I don't know.
Well, it's like it's like the difference between hearing your mom fart and your dad fart. One is kind of expected, and the other one is just like, what the fuck?
So Wario is the crass older brother.
My mom farted once in front of me, and I was like,
was it a good one? Did it rip hard?
I was like, Mom, you just farted. She's like, that was the dog. I was like, sorry, Pepper, you're thrown under the bus fast, bro.
Pepper's rolling their eyes like,
Pepper's like 20 feet away, like, what the fuck?
Here we go again.
Pepper.
2003. I'd say probably Wario's, one of his more substantial games, Wario World for the GameCube.
This one wasn't all that popular.
It's a shame. I have never played it. I'd like to.
Mm-hmm.
I rented it. I never owned this game. I wish I owned it because it's worth a lot of money now. But
Wario would be so pumped about that his game is worth money.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the secondhand market. He's probably got a few of them.
I knew it. He's reading the newspaper in the morning, drinking coffee like I knew it.
It's got a weird isometric kind of camera angle. You're looking at it from the top down almost.
Okay.
And you're like breaking boxes along the way and finding treasure that way. So there are mini puzzles as you move along.
I imagine sometimes the design has got to be pretty good.
It's pretty good. Sometimes he's a little difficult to control. He's got a lot of weight to him, and that's not a fat joke. That's literally just like he kind of controls a little funny. I enjoyed the game very much. I beat it in like 3 days, renting it from Family Video.
It's not too how much comparatively, like a complete in box is like $86 on price charting. That's for a niche GameCube game, that's not bad.
Well, Chibi Robo's like $500.
Yeah, right.
Which I'd like to have. Thank you.
Yep.
Wario World begins with Wario sitting on his throne, laughing at his completed treasure-covered castle. He's there finally.
Yeah.
On the lower floor of the castle, below the throne room, lies an evil black jewel, who thousands of years before had corrupted any and all who owned it, causing chaos and destruction. To put a stop to this, Spritlings encased the jewel and put it asleep for all eternity. Wario stole the jewel, reawakening it. While drooling over his treasures, the Black Jewel turns his castle into a brand new location, separated into 4 sections called worlds, with each having a boss battle: Excitement Central, Spooktastic World, Thrillsville, and Sparkle Land.
Notably, this game is incredibly short.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
He travels through each world, rescuing 40 Spritlings. After defeating the jewel, he regains his riches with the help of the Spritlings, and his castle is actually larger and higher quality at the end if he rescues all the Spritlings.
I appreciate that.
Game Boy Advance, the second Wario game, Twisted, 2004.
I had a gyro.
While Wario is playing Avoidoroid on his GBA, he loses and in frustration tosses the system, heavily damaging it. He is immediately horrified when he sees the damage, but decides to ask Dr. Krygor to see if he can fix it. Dr. Krygor tosses it into his new invention, the Gravitator, which creates new handheld systems with no buttons. He explains the system is controlled through rotation. Wario starts to play with it, and then Wario gets the idea to launch a new handheld system. He's going to make a fortune. So this is all based on the gyro, huh?
Yeah, there was like Kirby Tilt and Tumble. That was a really good gyro-based game too. Nintendo, they used to have shit like this, like gimmicks that are now. I mean, what is a possible gimmick you could have now?
You'd have it's tough now. If the Switch could be controlled handheld and still be on the TV, there'd be like the Wii U. The Wii U's got possibilities because you can also have games where people are, if it's multiplayer, someone's looking at the screen. And you're looking at this.
Do you think that the new Switch might do that? The Switch 2?
No,
I would love that.
I don't think Nintendo's brave enough to go back to the Wii U.
I would see Microsoft doing that. I know there's hints with Microsoft trying to do like a main console and then like a tablet /
Honestly, that's probably their way out of the hole they've dug themselves into.
Yeah.
Microsoft's getting out of hardware. They might make a handheld, but I think they're getting out of like the big home console.
Well, I know they said. I mean, they're obviously going to change. They can change their mind at any given point, but they did say they're sticking with dedicated physical hardware. But anyway, beside the point.
Interesting.
WarioWare touched for 2004, the DS.
That one rules.
Wario is walking down the street after having proudly stolen a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy Advance SP.
Wow, big time.
Fuck those kids, am I right?
Those GameStop employees don't even know.
They're going to be fired.
Sorry, let's change
I'm
that
going to mod these consoles
Games.
EB Games, more like fuck you. Horrible joke. He suddenly trips and falls down. The systems both fall down a manhole.
Karma.
The sewer guru then flies up from the hole holding not only the two handheld systems, but also a DS. And he asks Wario which one he dropped.
I'll take the new one.
Wario replies, "Give me all of them." And he lunges the sewer guru, knocking both of them down the manhole. After a scuffle, he emerges with the DS. Wario notices that the handheld has two screens, but finds it more peculiar that there are no buttons. Not knowing how to play it, Wario looses a whack-a-mole minigame and shakes it angrily, thinking it doesn't work. The stylus flies out into his hand, and he realizes he must tap it to the bottom screen.
Fucking awesome.
Yep.
It's just so stupid. And like, I really like this era of Nintendo with stuff like this because everything is kind of a little gimmicky. And like when you had the Game Boy Advance connect to the GameCube itself and like the tingle tracker on that.
Tingle tracker, dude. That should just be an app in the real world, dude.
Honestly, that's great. I would
Fuck
put it on my
Pokemon
phone.
Go. Give me
I want Tingle Tracker.
Yep.
Nintendo's mobile division had so many hits they could have had.
Wow, and then they had that weird e-card reader. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I kind of long for the day when this crap kind of existed. Yeah. We had to slide 10 cards to play Excite
to play
Bike.
Clue Land.
Yeah. Yeah.
WarioWare Smooth Moves for the Wii, 2006.
Yep.
A long time ago, humanity was given a mysterious artifact known as the Form Baton. The ancients used this baton in their everyday lives in a large range of movement, from rigorous activity to more nuanced actions. The Splunks, a series that lived alongside the ancients, eventually kept the Form Baton in a temple to retain its history.
Oh.
So this is some old Mario history. Now,
yeah.
If you were making a timeline, this is early history.
Oh, yeah.
Is this official canon?
Yeah.
For Wario,
All
it is.
Well, I mean, like throughout the Nintendo Super Mario.
I don't
lore.
think Mario is a student of history.
But at some point, Chucky from Child's Play does enter Wario's universe, and so we don't know where the canon lies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Many years later, the temple remains in ruins amidst what is now known as Diamond City. Wario drives his bike down the streets, contemplating the day. That's what it says. What a day today.
I would say he's very intelligent and clever.
Yeah.
And that's
Despite what we were talking about earlier.
That's all I got.
He is
for
not a
that
smooth
one.
brain.
That's okay.
No, he gets things done. Forrest Gump, not a lot of wrinkles. One of the most amazing people ever.
Yeah.
It's true. He exposed Watergate.
Dude, there's some guys across the street with flashlights.
I know back then they wanted to do a Forrest Gump 2 that would have sucked, but Forrest Gump 2 now could be sick. Mm-hmm. That's the sequel I actually want because it's the one no one's asking for.
It's just an old Tom Hanks being like,
Shawshank Redemption 2. Yeah. I guess Dufresne's back in.
What's he in for this time?
And then I told him, grab them by the pussy. You're rich, and they'll let you.
He told me that.
And jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams.
I said, that lady with the fake boobs is sure nice, Donald. Don't say that. I went to McDonald's. Sorry. Wario Master of Disguise for the DS 2007.
I've never played this.
Yeah.
Wario stumbles upon a television show starring future rival Count Cannoli, a.k.a. the Silver Zephyr. He is quick to insult the show's premise, but he's secretly extremely jealous of this master thief and his wand, the good style, and the riches that they can accumulate. He dashes off to his secret headquarters, his back room of his house, and constructs the Telmet. With this new device in tow and a lust for treasure, he enters the television to make his screen debut. He makes a device to go in the TV.
Oh, yeah. I remember this game.
Wario's
I never played
very
it.
smart if you can do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
He crash lands on Count Cannoli. He steals the wand. After a quick lesson, he uses the wand to transform himself into a master thief, the silent but deadly Purple Wind.
Nice.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. They're really putting
That is an excellent vintage.
They're putting some real pepper on this on these like descriptions.
Yeah, some good lore.
That's a tasteful fart joke.
Yeah, it is.
Count Cannoli too. Come
Yep.
on. Wario and Cannoli team up and run into the master thief Carpaccio, who is also in search of the Wishstone fragments. I'm skipping some lore because fuck it.
That's fine.
Through the help of Count Cannoli, who recognizes Wario now as a superior criminal, and the mysterious masked maiden known only as Tiramisu. Wario, Cannoli, and Tiramisu assemble the Wishstone in its entirety to have Tiramisu reveal to them a secret. She's actually a demon known as Terror Masu.
What a play on words.
Got him. Yeah. Then other things happen. Wario Land Shake It 2000 Wii, 2008 for the Wii, 2000 and Wii. Syrup sneaks into a museum looking for treasure to steal, only to have an item known as the Coda EG catch her interest. Shake Dimension, Shake Kings, Queen Merelda, Captain Syrup, Bottomless Coin Sacks.
So this game is also really brilliant because they use a hand-drawn style.
Okay.
It's beautiful. It's probably if you're going to make a platformer in that era and you want it to last and look beautiful for a long time, it would be to make it like animated.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did. I will also say this is another very short video game. I think I beat it in 5 hours.
The concepts for Wario games are at least inspired, and the story is fun in a stupid way instead of Mario games, which are bare bones, whatever.
Well, they're good character development stories because the story is all about the character of Wario and what a piece of shit he is. But a beloved, very well loved piece of shit.
He's just driving down the street in his purple car, thinking about the day.
Exactly.
Hears about a pyramid. He's like, I'm gonna go steal that shit.
I'm gonna go fuck some shit up.
Yeah, man.
That's syrup, though. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They make her more attractive in the later games.
We got a few more. WarioWare Snapped 2008. It's a DSiWare game.
Never played that. I did not have a DSi.
He opens an amusement park called Wario Park, which has 4 roller coasters. Mona, Jimmy, T-Cat, and Anna become the employees and run it. Each character runs one coaster. WarioWare DIY 2009 for the DS. You can make your own games, is the point of that.
I never found that appealing.
Yeah.
WarioWare DIY Showcase 2009 for the Wii. The game allows players to play microgames and other content created on the DS game on their Wii.
That's not good.
I wouldn't translate very well.
I can't imagine it being great.
Yeah.
2013 for the Wii U, Game & Wario.
I like that one, actually, yeah.
Features hundreds of brief microgames. The original WarioWare games. Game & Wario only features 16 larger mini games.
Yeah.
But they're bigger.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Wario is watching television at his house. He changes channels and notices a report about a newly released console featuring a controller with a screen, the Wii U. He figures he can make a fortune. Wario Pirates games proven to be successful in the toy shop. Wario stuff. Fun.
And it's all like Game & Watch style games. So you got like the trampoline game where you catch people falling out of burning buildings and shit.
Yeah.
And it's a little more fun. They add twists to each of the games every time. It's good. I like it.
Apparently those Game & Watch Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda did not sell well enough because they were on sale for $40 the other day.
Oh, really?
No, people scooped those up thinking they were going to be going for a lot of money, but yeah, not so much.
I like the Zelda one. I have that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one to have if you're going to have one of them.
I'd prefer a Game Boy Micro, but...
Man, my Game Boy Micro is one of my favorite pieces of Nintendo.
I'm watching a squirrel right outside your window hanging upside down on a bird feeder. I'm just wondering how he's going to get out of that.
Drop.
Yeah, I think it's just going to have to fall on his head.
I'm
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
I think they can land on their feet.
Okay.
WarioWare Gold.
Best of luck.
WarioWare Gold 2018 for the 3DS. He steals a golden pot from a temple in Luxville. Wario realizes then that he's completely out of money. While reflecting on this in his house, he sees a report on television. He watches a lot of television.
Yeah, he does.
About Super Pioro, a new entry in the Pioro video game series he wants to get his hands on. Using his computer and recording device, he streams his latest scheme to the residents of Diamond City. So he's a streamer now, too. He calls up his friends to do most of the work.
Yep, he fell.
Wario bowling, a small girl named Lulu, golden pots.
Jesus Christ, man.
2 more. Woo! WarioWare Get It Together for the Switch. Super Pyoro is involved again. Megabug, he gets sucked into the game. Things happen.
Oh, man, they should really just make a larger, more comprehensive WarioWare game, because then I would actually be like more interested to get involved again. Yeah. Didn't they just announce another one, or did it come out?
They should do a WarioWare online.
Oh, that would be kind of okay.
Kind of like Super Mario Maker, but Wario.
Yeah. WarioWare 100. Your reflexes are against 99 other people.
Oh my, that'd be actually really cool.
It'd be really disheartening to see how bad my reflexes are.
Yeah, sure.
They should do that, but then pair it with like re-releases of the Wario Land games.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That would be an instant
The
buy
year
for
of
me.
Wario.
Yeah, let's do it.
WarioWare Move It 2023 for the Nintendo Switch.
That's the one.
The game begins with a short video about the history of the Form Stones, followed by an advertisement for Cares Away Island shown on a television by a burger vendor. Wario drives his bike in Diamond City, noticing the vendor, and orders 50 garlic burgers.
Yeah, brother.
Garlic burgers are good, man.
Yeah.
Granting him 50 chances to draw tickets to win a trip to Cares Away Island.
Whoa, and he wins.
He does. And
Hey.
a voucher for a free vacation with 20 of his friends, much to his dismay.
Yeah.
He doesn't have 20 friends, does he?
Yes, he does.
Does he?
They're all the people who make mini games for him.
Yeah.
The other 19 characters overhear the victory, and they just set off on to the island with him, despite him not wanting them there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's we're gonna conclude our Wario episode there.
I think so.
If you guys want to do one Doggies After Dark to discuss Wario hanging out with demons, Kremlings, and Child's Play characters, we can, or we can save that for another time.
Let's save that for another time.
Okay.
I am talked out.
We're talked out today.
That is a whole nother ball of weeds that, yeah, you could get into for sure.
Because, yes, we have 2 comics from German Nintendo Power in the mid-90s
Oh, yeah.
that are insane.
What do you think?
Bomberman is works for Wario in The Christmas Carol.
Who's Tiny Tim?
Little Bomberman? I don't know. Baby Bomberman. This has been Raw Dogs. Thank you so much for listening for this bonkers episode about the beloved Wario.
We love him.
We love him. We love him. We hate him. We love to hate him.
This is what
We hate to love him.
This is what Bradley, and I hate how much I love him. Actually, I love how much I love him, and I wish there were more Warios in the world. He's honest.
I'm Dylan. I simp hard for Wario.
We need a Wario World Odyssey game.
Whoa, dude.
That would be awesome.
Or no, even
I mean,
take
a fully
even go
fleshed
back.
out-
Just do Wario World Sunshine.
Yeah.
Something.
Can we try this on for size?
And instead of a flood, he has a fart that he can like float with.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
He just like builds up his gas meter.
Super Wario fart shine.
Nintendo, come on.
Honestly, that could be a killer.
We're practically printing money for you.
I would say, as the kids say now, Wario's pretty much the Riz. I'm trying that out on. I'm trying that out on my tongue. I don't think I've ever said the word Riz before.
He's bussin'.
It's bad, dude.
No cap.
I'm the Riz.
Yep.
Stick with Quinine Cowboy.
Okay.
Stoy, thanks for joining us again
Toy.
today. With Toy?
Yeah, with Toy.
If they wanted to listen to your podcast, where could they find it?
Retro XP, where I basically talk about retro games, retro news. I do talk about remasters coming out too, because it seems like weekly there is not a shortage of new remasters and remakes coming out. So
people are concerned.
Easy
Lack
money.
of physical media.
It's easy money. We're gonna take their money.
Yep.
You remember how much you liked it?
Yeah.
Play it, and then feel disappointed.
And find out that this game did not age well.
Find out you were 8.
Wario
and would have liked anything.
Wario reads newspapers in the morning about what treasures are in the world.
That's true.
I love that.
That's nice. I sit on the toilet and I read Reddit.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has been Raw Dogs. Wario will be back. We might even do a Christmas episode later on where we can do the Wario Christmas Carol.
That'd be fun. Should we do the voices?
Maybe.
On that 12 days of Christmas.
Wow. That's my last wow of the day. Special thanks to our executive producers, Ryan Christianek, Wakip Kipper, Brian Ward, Jordan Hoff, Phil Wright, Phil Just Phil, Bryant Ross, Kelly Gutowski, Justin Melly, and Imagine Dragons 69420. Thank you all for your support. If you want access to episodes in advance, episodes early, bonus content, all of the stuff, Discord access, check out patreon.com/hairofthedogcast. We have a free trial, and we suggest checking it out. It's definitely worth the money. The different tiers, but
everyone's super cool on the Discord. You'll be welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we're all Warios and Waluigis there.
It's true.
Everybody's got a little Wario in them, right?
Yeah, and some of us have a lot more.
Just the tip.
And excellent vintage.
Yeah.
We'll see you all next time. Thanks for listening.
We'll see you all next time.
Wow.
Excellent vintage.